Hello at the Royal Chapel. Place with very soothing and beautiful music. Well, that applies to the whole Castlevania game. It's time to get further and see what's that secret place. It's not this room where I faced against the hippogriff. Yeah. There's quite lots of bosses in this game which are particularly memorable, but that's not this game's problem. There's lots of Castlevania games have lots of memorable bosses and things, so it's quite difficult to make them all memorable. And besides, hey, the first boss ever in Castlevania games was a giant bat. And who might remember giant bat boss? Not practically. I don't think anybody either remembers much or cares much about giant bat boss. Thanks for dropping. But this corridor is unapproachable with regular methods, so it's time to be wear the spike breaker and just walk through it. You could try to fly through this with either mist or bat form, and there's even a little deceptive place to stop to recover your magics. But this door stops it completely.
So, did you find Richter?
I don't know if he's the one you're looking for, but I found a Belmont.
Really? So he is here?
But the one I saw was the enemy. He was the lord of this castle.
That can't be true! You're wrong! I must go now.
Yeah, she did not like the knowledge, and now I have the silver ring. Obviously silver ring, and with gold ring you can read them both, as in where in clock tower. Meaning you must have them both, and you must wear them both in clock tower. Otherwise, they don't have any purpose. They're just key items for it that you must have both to get there. I don't know, couldn't they coded it any more elegantly, but they couldn't. And perhaps the only, you could say, gripe in this game's programming lies in the fact that the basic maneuverings with your, well, whatever you are maneuvering with, doesn't work so efficiently if you are going against, what I was saying about maneuvering. Oh yeah, you will always stop when you are doing your transform, as in you can't keep walking just regularly. Let's just finish this thing first. Puppet sword. You can transform mid-movement and it won't change your stride, but when you change back, you will always stop, which makes it a bit inconvenient. And let's just walk through this place. No! You're gonna get cold feet, literally. Yeah, bad ice pun. Maybe because, well... But I still say that this game has absolutely brilliant and gorgeous music. But I think the pathway to the Colosseum is the quickest way to get to the clock tower. Mostly because to get to Colosseum you must get to the clock tower as well. So it stands to reason, whatever that expression of word is. Yeah, Olrox's quarters again. Place where nothing particularly dangerous happened, and it died. Oh, I forgot that that thing is... And the basic plot. Well, now I'm approaching the clock tower wearing the, I would say, clock room. It's not so much clock tower, that's a complete different location. But there's something happening. And when bell ring, this kind of tolling happens, something important is also happening. Did it toll 12 or 6? I didn't actually. Must have told 12. And there's a lift going downstairs with a saving spot. Nothing quite handy, but useful. Life max ups and some heart max ups. Of course, they want you to be powerful and going with the lift downstairs. And this place sounds about as nasty and evil as it is and looks. So what horror lies here?
Alucard?
Nothing, actually.
That voice.
Nasty-looking place.
I'm sorry. You were right. He has joined forces with the enemy.
So it was a Belmont after all.
But someone must be controlling him. Whatever we do, we can't harm Richter.
But he must be stopped.
I know. Well, here. Take these with you.
What are these?
If you wear these, you can see beyond evil illusions.
Thank you. 'Tis best then if you pray for the soul of your friend.
Yes. And another key item now. There's a chance for us to go and fight against Hector, say. And of course, knowing that he's most likely in the castle keep, because that's where every Castlevania big honchos are. It's time to go and head there, using the magic of editing. And seeing that I've had all kinds of technical problems doing this, I'm gonna skip my regular habit of saying Sia, or was it something like that, at the end, and I'm just gonna say I'm gonna use my magic of editing. As I'm now about to use my magic of editing to go next place. And within the castle keep, having all the necessary powers of vampire-like super jump, and damn, that's nicely 3D modeled castle. Well, the clock tower, and the location of this keep is, over to say, the geography of this keep is just the same as at the beginning of the game, even though I didn't show it. With statues filled with all kind of statue meat and food. I didn't succeed in stomping all of them, but I gathered all kinds of handy loot. So it's now time to go and say hello to the head honcho of the place. Hello, Belmont. I'm here to kick your ass.
I've been waiting for you.
Answer me. Why is a Belmont planning the resurrection of Count Dracula?
Count Dracula rises but once every century, and my role is over. If I can resurrect him, then the battle will last for eternity.
Oh, he's gone crazy. But it's in here time to wear the holy glasses and see, do I see right? Yes, I do. There's this weird green global for me to smash. So instead of fighting against Belmont, even though he does take some damage, it's time for me to busy and smash that one.
You've defeated me, but all is not yet lost. The resurrection of Count Dracula is at hand.
So he was the mastermind behind this madness. And it's a big reveal. Something completely new appears. Inverted castle. In a sense, very brilliant, but also very cheap way to add length to the game. Let's just make a completely same, put the same huge map, but...
No. What have I done?
Thank you, Alucard, for saving Richter.
Alucard? The same Alucard who fought alongside my ancestor, Trevor Belmont? That was over 300 years ago.
Yeah, now I know
No
the
time for
timeline.
small talk. Is the person who controlled you in that castle over there?
Yes, I think so.
Maria, take Richter and leave here. I'll finish this.
All right. Good luck.
But you could say that plot-wise, this game is over. There's just 2 dialogue scenes as much as they are in the whole inverted castle, which is just as big as the whole complete castle regularly, with just as many bosses within the same location. So you can say that the gameplay-wise and story-wise, this place is not even nearly as interesting as the basic castle. Although this level does have, obviously, the inverted castle does have the most difficult challenges of them all, meaning stronger bosses. Usually the more iconic bosses appear here, and there's also the best gear of the game also here. Royal cloak, magnificent blue color, and these life and heart upgrades should be quite blatant. Hint that things are gonna get quite violent around these places. But the plot-wise, the game is, but all the twists and character interaction, it's completely done already. Not like that, but like this. Even though the game, well, so it's time to still get, so this inverted castle is about to be much more fragmented in structure in comparison to the regular castle, which even itself was quite fragmented in structure, me leaving out all the re-walkings through the places. But there was just some basic pressure around here. And using the super jumps, it's possible to do some. But it's still very interesting to notice that the architecture of the basic levels still looks quite effective in the inverted castle as well. Mostly because every room has some sort of solidly defined roof and floor in it, so there's no risk, so there's no bottomless pits for you to fall into. Everything has a bottom. But there's a little bit of, there's something. Actually, no, there's just some pests around that place. But generally, I do find that. But of course, knowing that the whole existence of inverted castle is, in a sense, secret. You can play through the whole game, and if you defeat Richter there, just as that is, it counts completely valid ending. So there's that part. But still there's some nice gear and stuff to be found here, like lightning mails. And not only is the place upside down, it's also left side up, or left side right. It's completely inverted, both horizontals. But it's still time to save my actually quite noticeable progress of the plot and start rampaging through the inverted castle. That leads to inverted clock tower, so it's first time to get open the inverted keyholes, which of course do the same as the before, but of course they also look inverted, which is to say they cycle through the rooms. But now with the flight, it's time to attack the inverted clock tower. With of course the first boss of the inverted castle, Darkwing Bat. Not Darkwing Duck, Darkwing Bat. That's actually quite good cartoon in my books. And yeah, Vampire Bat or Giant Bat. What? First boss of the first Castlevania game was the first boss of Inverted Castle, and he died. I actually think that the Inverted Castle, now as I start to think about it, that's the first boss you actually go there. Contains quite many, in a sense, interesting tributes to the original Castlevania and Castlevania 2. There is 5 artifacts you must find of Dracula, which is to say starting from there. And if I check it right, oh, it's the ring, not rib. At the Castlevania 2 for the NES, you had to hunt down Dracula's body parts to resurrect him so you would get rid of his curse. That's the basic plot of the game. But you could say that the structure was, well, that you still have to gather 5 body beats, which were, what was it? Ring, heart, tooth. Ring, heart, tooth, rib. I can't remember the eyeball. Yeah. And of course there's new enemies which are about as dangerous, which are actually not harmless, so they actually are quite dangerous. For the gameplay difficulty was thrown into the inverted castle. And you can of course step on those things, spike things in the roofs. And of course, place being inverted means that you have to do much more platforming in places where you normally wouldn't have to do platforming. And there's plenty of cloaked knights here. They are quite annoying. And one of them dropped a flamberge. So, I am quite certain that the bosses of this inverted castle mostly are those bosses which also have appeared at the original first Castlevania game, which is interesting detail, although not in a sense particularly necessary detail, but interesting still anyways. Shit, there's lots of you. Come on, damn it. And if you think the basic clock tower was bad, this is worse, and it has the annoying part of having much worse, so dour and grim, dark music. Not that kind of music that you wish to just listen and wander through all the magnificence of display of the Castlevania. For Castlevania is a splendid place. It has big, nicely drawn backgrounds and all that jazz. So it's time to gather some few trinkets here and fly further. And of course, knowing that you already gained all the navigational tools of the game, flight, super jumps and all that, when you already arrived in Inverted Castle, it cannot be as interesting navigationally than the basic castle. But now I'm at the inverted outer wall. And of course I'm still saving because I'm heading to, and many areas which were quite necessary for you to visit in the basic castle are not that in this inverted castle, like the library. It has nothing actually of importance there, except, well, nothing gameplay wise. The maneuverings and all that you do, it has been already found in here. And of course and these are just immobile obstacles for you to avoid. You cannot harm them, you cannot kill them, and if you bump into them they do lots of damage. But here should be the one more of these, a little bit more navigational abilities. And I wondered if the lift worked. No, it doesn't. Meaning you even have to start navigating these places with your more abilities, as in jumps which were quite normally doable with your basic jumping heights or double jump are not anymore that. They're just slightly more, so you have to use your super jumps or flying, which is knowing that it is, despite the smoothness of the transformation from flying is not smooth, even though it is very smooth from not flying to, or let's say from walking to flight. It is. Yeah, Jack, now you're dead. But I'm still climbing the reverse outer wall, but use of mist form just allows you to glide through all these obstacles. And of course every bonus place you have here does have some sort of enemy in there. Or let's say all the bonus objects of the basic game are still there, but they don't necessarily drop the same stuff. And in this inverted castle, the random enemies so to start to drop some absolutely magnificent stuff. I mean, stuff which more or less breaks this game completely half into several pieces with one strike. And not only that, but it also breaks down its whole system. Meaning you become nothing short of walking death guard Alucard. But time to face what is the boss in here. Oh, hello, you look familiar. The creature. Staple of Castlevania games. AKA the Frankenstein monster. I am now using my fireball against. Yeah, he's got a big hammer, bad attitude, and a big size. He doesn't. Occasionally the creature has some kind of electricity powers, knowing that the Boris Karloff monster, yes, that can be called a monster, gave his appearance to it and was given life with electric shock, lightning, so of course it would be appropriate that the creature would have electricity powers. Oh, and he seems to follow a very simple cycle. But he died, losing his head and exploding. And give me 2 of black. Yes. The creature fell down. He's more or less staple of Castlevania games. Appearing in many games and usually with various degrees of unpleasantness. Usually not excessively, but quite unpleasant level of power. So it's time to now actually head to back to the castle keep and start exploring to the right side, which is to say towards the inverted chapel, and see what lies there. Of course, there lies a new boss monster in place where Hippogriff was, and also something much more else too. Well, actually, that boss is the reason why I'm heading towards that place. And so yeah. There's the gathering of 5 objects of blood, not Dracula's parts, but blood, which is a nice tribute to the historical Dracula, who did put people to sharp sticks. Did he do it because of his being horrifyingly insane and cruel, even by the standards of that era, or because out of practical display of psychological warfare? Hard to say, but I'll be using magic of anything again just to ensure my progress. Now, at the inverted castle keep, it's time to start and go to the other direction, and while I'm at it, also demonstrate one of the many game-breakingly powerful things of the game found from a monster called Shmoo in Inverted Library, a weapon named Grim, which, interestingly, is the name of Alucard's sword in Lords of Shadow continuity, although it isn't as horrendously overpowered, just walk forward and slice and everything dies type of weapon. And I also had a technical problem of recording this episode, but luckily no progress was lost from this work, as well there was no, well, I had technical problems with this, severe ones. So I'm gonna just save, and I might say that because of the technical problems, well, they were such that I hope that they don't strike again, or better say, it was this kind of technical problem that I was playing and commentating just as regularly, and suddenly the whole completely machine just froze, nothing reacted, and there was also no just same banging sound ever. And say hello to Medusa. Yeah, you can. Yeah, you look scary, and you were the second boss of the Castlevania 2, or better say Castlevania 1, and I just sliced you apart with my Grim. And Grim, well, it's not the most, you could say, powerful thing in the game, although you could say that it might be, at the practical sense, might be the most game-breaking weapon or game-breaking thing in the whole game, because of the fact that you can just walk forward and cut and chop things apart with your attacks without any kind of fear of retribution striking at you. So that makes it very game-breaking in that sense, although in raw power it loses to some other game-breaking, horrifying monstrosity things you can get from random drops. Because hey, if somebody goes to horrifying very boring and dreary repeating task of killing everything to get everybody's random items, which are there's 2 of them each per each enemy. Although some of them do have repeats of previous items, or let's say items from other enemies. It's still so that, well, they probably thought that let's make them as repeat. Let's make it so that those who grind up items will get for their money's worth by making horribly overpowered weaponry. And the reverse Alucard's quarters, not the most, includes flying zombies, which are more or less dead zombies, and some sort of ugly demon named Cthulhu, not the Cthulhu, which is. And seeing that I just sliced that demon to pieces faster than it could even do anything. So yeah, Grim is very broken, and it's most likely first of the many game-breakingly powerful things you can get in this game that you are likely to stumble upon, being that it's in an inverted library available from very common enemy in that place named Shmoo. I don't know where they get the names for these enemies, but they're quite silly. And that thing was Tarasuman, Demon Lord of Ravens, and a boss of the regular clock tower. So yeah, I don't know, are its stats unchanged, but it certainly isn't anything more but a pest anymore. But then again, seeing how horrendously broken Grim is. And in Olrox's former quarters lies Akmudan II. And he burned up real nicely using the holy water. But then again, he's a mummy. Mummies are assumed to be burnable. And he was able to poison me as well. But his status effects in this game are practically negligible. As in negligible in their effect to you, and about as negligible in their general efficiency against what. No need to go there. There's nothing really handy, nice, awesome there. But so I have already gotten 4 pieces of suit of 5, but the last one is in quite hard to find place. Mostly because, well, if they were the game's already quite easy, so let's just make it so that the inverted castle is actually investigated a bit further. Although the more inverted castle actually is a quite boring place, as in, well, it's just the inversion of the regular castle, although at least on 2 axes at least, and also the fact that, well, it doesn't have as various music as the regular castle, and generally just doesn't feel so finished. But maybe something about the game was ready, and the boys in Konami and the big wigs in Konami noticed that yeah, it's good, but it's quite short, and we are intending to sell this as full-priced game. So can you make it any longer? And probably boys in said that, well, we don't have much time, so what's your plan? And they said that, well, let's just turn it over and just turn the castle over and call it again. That's where you stay off in some designs. And they said, yeah, that might work. And the same applies to the composer that, hey, you had lots of nice music made, but you know, can you make a few songs more, you know? And well, the composer said that, yeah, I had something like 20 songs, but to that other place. But so you want me to do again 20? No, do 3 or 4. And he said, all right, but that will cost you. Well, any case, whatever. But this game did sell bloody well, so it should not be surprising. And Reverse Coliseum, filled with minotaurs and werewolves. Enemies, things which were boss monsters of this exact same place. So it's not surprising that, well, that should be quite a good indication of how powerful you are. And it's actually time to save this one again, because I'm already going to kill another boss again. I am killing lots of bosses. But the minotaurs are quite power dangerous if you wouldn't have the crit save grim. When you have it, they are not dangerous at all. They're actually just very harmless. But there's a new boss monster here. Here is where I faced Minotaur and Werewolf. What am I facing now? Something. Oh, fake Grant, fake Trevor, and fake Sippa. Yes, the three characters that were with Alucard in Castlevania 3 reappear again in some sort of undead battlemines, and they already died. That's actually really interesting. Or better say, not interesting, but nice concept of putting nice note to the yes, we know this happened. These three are here, but for why they would be thrown into some sort of fake forms in here, hard to tell. Actually, the whole Belmont clan history is a bit of messy, because hey, yeah, we got Trevor was the first, but was he really the first? Hard to say. But it happened at 1400s, and actually it's time to use the magic of editing to go most likely to Castle Keep or inverted library to go to some other place. I'll be going there next.